Hello guys, it's Sashumba here. So today I'm going to show you how I developed this student registration system using Django, which is Python web framework. So here, this is how it works. John, um, John love, and then email love, let's say at gmail.com. Then phone number, let's just pick any address. Let's just pick the one that is already there. Then click register. Then you can see here it's registration successful. It's AJAX returning this without refreshing. So that's the good thing of that, right? So the student have registered. This is how the admin should see what has been registered. So we have this option where it can show using the admin with the Django administration, where you can log in. So here, if you click on students, you can see that we have John Love that is registered September 11th at this moment in time. Okay. Then if we remove that button, let's say we don't want to use the Django administration, we have also developed the dashboard. So here we'll just click dashboard, then it will take you to the dashboard here, which will show you all the registered students. So here it also have the search, like if you want to search for Robert, then you click search. So it has Big Nation, it can search, and then it also have a nice side pen and then a nice footer, stuff like that. So I will be showing you step by step, and the steps are very few because we have used the AI to also help with the generation of code. So even if you don't have any background of Python, don't worry, just follow all the steps. You can make something similar to this or something way much better than this. And then the next video, don't forget to subscribe, because in the next video I'm going to show you how you can deploy a system like this live online in the cPanel so that it can be ready for use. So my idea for starting this channel is to make sure that I teach you exactly what is needed by companies, exactly what is needed by individuals to get their things done. So like this registration, if we deploy it, then it can be used. So without wasting much of our time, let's just dive right into that and see
in a very simple way.
So
two things that you need before we start doing anything. You need the latest version of Python, so you need to download the latest version of Python. And the other thing, you also need a text editor. So in this case, we are going to use Sublime for that. So let me show you how you can do the installation. So even here, right, let's start with downloading Python. So it's gonna be very easy. Just search on your browser, go to your browser and search for python.org downloads. Then you will land to this page, then download this latest version. I'm not going to download this latest version because I already have it and I've downloaded it several times. But the reason why I'm saying you need to download even if you already have it is because there is you need to check the box that says add Python to path as you'll be doing the installation. So please take note that as you'll be doing the installation, you must check the box that says add Python to path. It's very important that. Right. Then on Sublime Text, it's easy again. You just have to search Sublime Text 3, right? Sublime Text 3, already it's up here. Then go for download Sublime Text 3, or even if you click here, it's a free version. Then you choose the right version for you, like Windows. What if I click here, it will be downloaded right away, and then after that you just have to go and do the installation. There is nothing that I could say you must really do this. Even if you see, just go with everything at with default setup, nothing to add. You just have to go with the default setups. Then when you're done with the installation of these two things, if you search here, you are going to see that if you search Sublime Text 3, you'll see Sublime Text like this. So in this case, it means you will have done your work properly. So once you have these two set, then you will be done. So the next thing will be navigating to command prompt, where we'll do much of the work, like setting up the feature environment, stuff like that. So we are actually done with the right. So now that we have successfully installed Sublime Text and Python, without wasting much of our time, let's just navigate to command prompt. So you just to navigate to command prompt, you can simply use this method, search here, then you can type command prompt, then you can see it. Alternatively, you can just click Windows button plus R, then you'll see this, then type CMD like in this case, and then click OK. Then you will navigate to command prompt. So this is our command prompt. Let me just put it up like this. So what we are going to do here is very simple. We have installed some Python, but the first thing, let's just verify if everything is right. So let's first check the version of Python that we have actually installed. So we can just say Python, right, --version, --version, and then hit enter. We can see that we have 3.13.7, but maybe by the time you watch this video, the version will be at least is something greater than that. Is fine, right? The other thing that we also need to verify is the pip. So you can just pip dash and then version. We want this when we're doing the installation, like when installing Django, we need obviously to use pip. So pip, you don't install pip separately. By the time you install Python, it will automatically be installed. So to check that, let's hit the enter button, and now we can see that we have pip version 25.2, which is fine. So now let's navigate to desktop. So desktop is the place where we want our folder with the project to be stored. So we can change directory here by typing cd for change directory. Then we can type desktop. So this will allows us to land into the desktop now. As you can see here, we were just entering at E7470, but by the time we changed it to directory to this, we are in the desktop, right? So in the desktop, I'm assuming here now that you haven't done anything like creating a folder to put all your things in your files into that folder. So let's create a folder on the desktop, because right now we're on the desktop, so we can create folder here. Alternatively, you can go to desktop and then you create folder. Then you can change directory to get into that folder, which is also another way of doing it. So let's make directory. You can just say md for make directory, right? Then let's give it a name. So we're gonna just say website. That's the folder that we want to create. So right now there is no folder website in my desktop, but when I do this, I'm going to make a directory and then give it a name website. So I'm gonna hit enter button. So we already have a folder now by the name website. So if you check where website, there is the folder, right? So let's get back to command prompt, right? So let's navigate to that folder by just saying cd, then cd website, right? So it will take us to the website, the new folder that we have created, right? So in that folder, there is few things that we want to do. That is just to set up a virtual environment, right? So to set up a virtual environment, it's easy. You just have to type this command line, Python, right? Then then we want a virtual environment, VNV, right? Virtual environment. Then let's give that virtual environment a name, which is any name that you want, but in this case let's just say my NV. That's the name that we want to put my virtual environment. Then from there hit the enter button. So it will take some time because it's creating a folder with some files inside of it, right? So it might probably take some few seconds, which is quite normal. So let's get back here. You'll see that if we get back to this folder that we have recently created, if you double click on it, you can see that inside of it we have gotten my NV folder, and then inside the my NV we have all these folders, which are very important. They include the lib and then the scripts. So like this script is very important because it's the one that entails this activate file, which we can use to these activate files, which we can use to activate our virtual environment. So we'll call this and then it will activate our virtual environment. Okay, let's just close everything for the meantime. I'm just gonna close and then get back to command prompt. Right here, let's activate, because our virtual environment we have created it, but it's not yet activated. So let's call that file that we have created, this my NV, because it's the one that has the activate file that will help us to activate my virtual environment. So now let's call that. So we can say my NV, right? Then we can put a backslash. Then we call this the folder that has got the activate file, which is scripts, not script but scripts. Most people, they make an error then from there just type activate. Right, from there hit the enter button, so you can see that our feature environment has been activated, and you can tell that because it will be showing the my NV at the beginning of the command line. Right, so now that we have the feature environment up and running, the next thing is to then download Django. Right, so every time, obviously, when you start a project, you definitely need to install Django. So let's do the installation of Django since we have my visual environment up and running. So for that, we can just say pip, right, install, right, then we can say Django, pip install, then we can say Django, pip install Django, then hit the enter button. Then it will start with the installation, collecting everything. As you can see here, it's doing the installation. All right, so after the installation, obviously we will want to do some sort of verification, that is making sure that everything has been done properly. So it's very, 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 very easy to develop systems using Django. In this case, we are setting an environment, which is a very key thing. Right, it's done. So the next thing now, it has successfully installed Django, what. But if you just want to verify if Django has been successfully installed and the kind of version that, then you can also do that by just typing Django admin version. So you can put Django, then admin, then dash version to see the version that has been installed, which is 5.2.6, which is fine. Okay, so the next step now is to create our first Django project. We need to create our first Django project, and to do that, we just have to call the Django admin and then tell it to start project, and then we give it a name. So you can simply say use the Django, right, hyphen here admin, right, then you can tell it start a project, right, start project. Then let's give the project a name. So let's say my registration on my website. Okay, my website, whatever name that you can give. Yeah, so it's gonna create a folder again inside that folder that we have created. The website folder is gonna create another folder called my website, right, and it will be having also that folder will be also having the manage.py file, stuff like that. Okay, let's just do that without wasting time, and then we'll check what actually we'll have. So done, it's done. Let's go to the folder. Let me minimize. Go to our folder to check if we have my website in there. So we have the project file. This is the visual environment, this is the project file. So we are going to be mostly focused with the what? With the website. But every time when we do something, we need to make sure that we activate the visual environment, and then we navigate to our project folder, and that's where we'll do a lot of stuff. So the manage.py file that I was talking about is this one, which will help us to even run the server. We call this one when we want to run the server. Then we also have this my website, which actually entails this one. It entails different files. As you can see, it has got the app, the models, the creating forms, the views, the templates, setting URLs, handlings, and subsequently checking all those things. It has got all these for the setting of our application. Okay, which is fine. So this is the main project folder. Let's close it. Right, let's get back to command prompt. Right, so what we want now that we have done this, we want to build a registration form in Django. Right, so we are going to build a complete working registration form using Django, and this includes creating a Django app, right, then defining models, creating forms, views, templates, setting up URLs, handling errors, and then subsequently checking data in the admin panel. That's exactly the kind of a system that we really want to create. So another step now in this phase number 2, what I can call step number 1, is to create a Django app. right? So we need to navigate right away to the project folder that we have created in this terminal. So let's say cd, then let's navigate to my website, right? Hit the enter button, then we are in my website now, right? Okay, so whilst we are in my website now, the only thing that we want to do is to call the python manage.py. Remember that file that I showed you, the python manage.py? We can just call that to start up, and then we give it a name. So we can say python, right, manage .py, which is that file in the project folder, right? Then we can tell it what it has to do. It must start up, right? Start up, right? Let's give that app a name, right? So I'm just gonna give it a name, accounts. But this name is something that you can just give. It's not like you need to put accounts. If you want, you can give your app a name like registrations, or whatever that actually suits the kind of an application that you want to develop. So now let's hit the enter button, and then it's a boom. So if we go back again there, we'll see that inside this folder we have another folder, which is the accounts folder, right? Which is the accounts folder, right? So now that we have created this app accounts, we need to do a simple thing. In that, let me show you, because if I normally just let me show you the accounts that we have created. It will be having again inside my website. We now have the accounts folder, and inside that accounts folder we also have these files: admin, apps, models, views. This one we also put the URL, stuff like that. So we have an app now. But if we navigate back here, you can see that you can see what inside my website we have the settings, and inside the settings, if I open here, but this is where we need to then use, this is where we need to use what this is where we need to use our scripting. So let's just do that right away. So let's go to Sublime Text. We are almost there. Sublime Text 3, right? So yours will be empty. This one of mine is having information because I've been using it, but yours will be empty. So let me put new, then let's go with folder. Let's upload, open a folder, right? Then that folder we can navigate to desktop, and then go to the folder that we have created, which is my website, which is website in my case. Website, this one, and then select that folder. Then it will come with everything. So let's close, in my case I'm just gonna close this, and then I'm gonna just say yes. I'm not gonna save anything on the modification. Yes, no. Then let me maximize this so that you can see. So this is website, the folder that we have created. Then inside that we created a feature environment with all this. Then inside that we created a project folder, and then inside the project folder we created the my accounts. So inside my website here we have this settings.py. So if you go down, you are going to see that inside settings.py there is installed apps, right? So just copy the last statement, installed apps, right? Copy this last statement, right, and then paste it down there, Control V. Then just remove everything inside. So in other words, you just have to come and install accounts, put accounts, register accounts here, the app that we have put. Then you need to click file, then save as. We're just registering the app that we have created. All apps will be in the settings.py mentioned there. So since we have created a new one, we need to make sure that we have updated that installed app list, right? So that's another important thing that you have to do. So now you will have to create models. But before we do that, guys, the other thing, let's get back to command prompt, right? Here at command prompting, we just want to verify. We just want to start up our server. So we can call them. We're in my website, right? Which is fine. We are not in the accounts. You should be in the project folder. Then you call in the project folder. There is manage.py. So then you call python manage.py, python manage.py, .py, then run server, right? We want to run server, right? Click here, then it's checking no issues, everything. Then it gave us this start server. So you just have to copy this whole part, right? Control C for copying. You cannot right click in the terminal, so Control C, then go to Chrome or any preferred browser, but I'm just gonna use Chrome here, right? Inside the pick your whatever, right here. What we have to do now, paste that by Control V and then run. So here, as you can see, the install worked successfully. Congratulations, view. So you can see that we have our server up and running, right? So the next thing that we have to do now, which is our step number 3 or phase number 2, is to create a model, right, in the accounts, right? Then do the database migration, creating forms in the template, creating forms, then the template folder where you could see everything, right? But those kind of things now requires you to have a strong, or not really strong, but you really need to know how to code in Python, because you will have to write codes like from Django, import DB, what. So let's get back to here. In the accounts, we need to navigate to accounts, and then let's minimize this so that we don't have confusion. So the first file that we are targeting in the accounts is the models right here. So you can see that here is saying from Django DB, right, import models, then create your models here. So this is where I should type like class, then I give that class name like user registration, then models, it takes models.model, then I must put full name is equals to all those that I want, then defining those kind of models, so which I suspect most of the people could not be knowing. So this is where AI now should chip in to help with that coding part. So what you will have to do now, you just have to come here and then you copy this whole path, right? Copy this whole path. You need to copy this whole part, Control C, right? We have copied it, right? Then you need to take it to what? So let's get let's go to ChatGPT here. So we can just say chatgpt.com. Then you need to paste it all that. So we can say, okay, just have a look on my command lines, so that you can help with, so that it can help within writing the Python codes to set up my registration system, right? So paste that whole thing, right? Go down, because you need to explain to it what you have done so far, right? Then tell it that I have already added accounts to the settings, to the installed app. It will understand even that installed apps, right? Which is fine in the settings.py, right? Then help me right now. We want to say, let's scroll down, right? Help me with the codes for all the other files. Form, I want to develop a system in which the students will register using a form which they will enter the name, right, email, phone number, address, right? Yeah, for this, let's just get a simple one where they can just put all these things and then submit. And it must state if it's successfully submitted. Okay, here you can sometimes think outside the box. Form, I want a fully functional system which should, okay, system, let's not put lengthy sentence. The other thing that we want is we want this to look very professional. So the forms, right, then index files must have code that makes everything looks professional, with a nice nice background nice background, and must be interactive and reactive. It must be pro, right? Then let's not put a lot of information. I think it's fine. Let's hit the enter button. Let's hit here, so it will give us all the codes, right? Preparing the Django code. All right, so as you can see here, this is the output from what we have asked ChatGPT to actually do for us. So as you can see here, it's saying nice, your environment looks good, feature activated, wrote a complete working student registration form down there. So without wasting time, we will just follow all these instructions. So Python, we can lastly do the migrations and also run the server. So this is the last part that we'll do. Let's just edit our files. All right, so in the project level, change URLs. So for URLs, let's just copy this to include the accounts. So we are going to, not in the accounts folder, but in the my website. So we're going back to here, right, and then go to my website. So inside my website, we have URLs. So we need to put the whole of this code. These are comments on top, so ignore. Control V. It's regarded as a comment. Remove everything. Okay, Control V. Right, so we have the accounts being, so the next thing, let's save as. So save as, then save as URLs, then replace yes. We're done with this pattern. Let's get back to this, and then we also want to ensure accounts is installed. We have done that pattern, and we have even notified it that we have already put the accounts in the installed applications. Then app files, now we are going to my accounts. In the my accounts, let's take these models. So let's copy and then paste this model in models.py. So if you go back to Sublime and then go to models.py in the accounts, so let's close this for website so that we don't have confusion. In the models.py, let's remove everything, right, and then let's Control V to paste it. Then we need to save as. Don't click save because this is going to be run, it's going to run the entire server. So save as, it actually replaces the entire stuff, right? Then in the accounts, we also need the forms. If you don't have this file in your accounts, you need just to create a new file for that name, right? Forms, yeah, sometimes it won't be there, so you just have to come here and create a new file and save it inside there. So here I'm just gonna paste here. I will show you how you can do that. Obviously we'll have one that is not showing, so don't worry. So paste that, and then let's click save as, so that we can save everything as, why does it say save as import what forms dot py, forms dot py, right? Let's make sure that it's in the accounts, my website accounts, right? Then save that. It's already in existence. I can save. Then what's the next file? Let's scroll down to the next file, is the views. So in the views, let's just copy everything here, and then go to views. In the accounts, delete everything here, Control V to paste in what you have copied in the views, and then click file, then save as, right, and then save as whatever, click there. Then let's go down again, views and the accounts, we're done.
let's go to URLs in the accounts. All right, click them. Then URLs in the accounts. I don't think we have that. We don't have. So if you don't have, all you need is just to click file, new file, then you click file, then save as, then urls.py. It's in the accounts, as you can see. Then click save. Then as you can see, I have urls.py. Then I've already copied, so it's in the clipboard. Control V to just save that. Save as, save. Then let me remove this party. Yes. Then let's proceed to the next file. So you see how easy it is. Super easy. The next is admin. So let's click admin. Get back here and look for admin.py. Then let's remove this because we really need to use admin. Then click file, then click save. Not save, this is what we should avoid. Save as, so that it will replace in the final source. Right, then now we are on the template. So the template is the folder that entails the file that you will see on the browser. I don't know why they call it template. They should, on architectural point of view, I think they should have called it views, something like that, and then templates go to views. But I don't know the Django developer why they call this one template. Okay, so you need to be very careful here. Create directories. We have the accounts, then you must create template. Then inside template you must create accounts again. That's where we are going to put this index file, so that our form is going to be accounts, template, accounts, stuff like that. So let's go to command prompt here. Let's navigate to, or you can do it manually, going to the folder, then you create another folder inside, or you can use this. Okay, let's do it manually. That's the easiest. So when we say manually, we mean when you're in my website, right? When you're in the accounts, right? Inside the accounts here, we need a new folder, so you can just click new, then folder, then give it a name. It's templates. All right, then hit somewhere inside, then we have templates. Then as you can see here, inside templates we need accounts again, right? So you must click here and then new, then folder, then you must name it accounts. Write it anywhere, then it's done. So now if we get back to here and then click here, you can see we have templates and accounts inside them. So the file that we want should be in this accounts. So let's go and grab that code, which is this one, and it should be named index.html. So here you must just come, click new file, and then save as. I would normally want to save before I paste. Save as. Then let's navigate to templates, then accounts, then it should be in here and saved as index.html. right? Then hit the save button there, then cancel this if you have such a pop-up. Control V to paste. That's really detailed, something that could takes you hours and hours and hours of code. The good thing of artificial intelligence. Save as index dot what then click replace to replace in that. Then let's check what else is left in. This one was really detailed. Was really detailed, right? Okay, it was embedded CSS and JavaScript into one file, the CSRF token, everything. So after adding files, runs migrations, right? Then these are some additionals that we can. So before we run the last stage of migrations, let's first go back to that first step where we need to create user, optional but recommended. Okay, so now let's python manage.py run migrations. We can take this. We need to make some migrations. Okay, so if we come back here, we should be command prompt. We should be in the website folder, which is our main project folder. Then this is where we need to paste this python manage.py, make migrations accounts, and then run that. It will just do the migrations. And then now you can say python manage .py run migrations, because if you check here, okay, you can say migrate, and then it will then make these migrations, which is fine. Then the other thing that we also want to do, let me maximize here. The other thing that we want to do, let's just create the admin. So python.manage my create a super user, python manage .py, then create super user, hit the enter button, then username, leave blank to use tell what I need to put my username. So my username is gonna be in search tech, then enter. Email address is gonna be choose any Shumba, I'm repeating, at gmail.com. Then my password is gonna be 1122. So that's the behavior when you put password in this command prompt. You won't see anything, but it's already entered. Confirm again 1122, right? Invalid 2 week, yes. I want to proceed with it like that. Bypass password validations and create user anyway. So I'll just put yes. I don't want problems. Okay. So it's gonna create the user. So the super user has been successfully created. So what we want to do now, we want to run the server, and then we test, right? So if I don't want to do a lot of things because you'll get confused. I want you to rely on this. So let's get back here. So after all these running migrations and what if you followed file placement, stuff like that, now we have run the migrations, we have migrated, we want to run the server. Then after that we take this. So let's run the server by just typing python manage .py run server, right? Then it will run the server like this. Everything is super fine. Let's take this party, Control C to copy, and then let's take it straight to here. So but if you are here, you can simply refresh, but let me just consider maybe you're not there. Run. You see a nice registration form. You see this nice looking registration form, right? Student registration, smart, responsive, and secure. Some of the things we can go there in your to remove. Register as a student, quickly capture student details. This form validates and what it was just adding all this. Why AJAX, stuff like that. Live preview, no name yet. So here, if I put like this, no email yet, it will be putting the preview here, and then if I put the numbers, it will, and also the location, and then if I click submit, you can see here at the corner that registration is successful. So the other thing you can do now is you can put admin here, so that you can log in as an admin, and username I have put search tech, but I don't want it to show like this. I will search tech, right? And then I've put the password as 1122. This one I don't want to go into the Django administration here, but as the super user, I can just go in here. It's fine. Save this as, then account students, right? You can see here that we already have this student that they have registered me. You can see here we already have the time that it was created, but we are in the Django administration, which is something that we don't want. We want to create an admin panel. So in the next video, I'll be showing you how you can actually create that, so that the admin won't use the default administration Django. All right, so let's get back to ChatGPT, and then we should tell it that one more last thing is to, because what we want is, we don't want the admin to log into the Django Django administration. We want to have a separate admin login panel. Is to create a separate a separate admin dashboard that will show all the registered user, right? It must be professional and have a site navigation, right, a welcome message, and an excellent footer. It must be pro. Include Pig Nation. We can also include things like Pig Nation and search. Include Pig Nation and search. So those are some of the things you can actually include. Right, we don't want to waste time. Let's just hit the enter button and then we get more instructions on how we can actually include that. Perfect. Let's build a custom admin dashboard separate from Django built in. Exactly what we want. All right. So it's gonna retain all that, but there are just few things that you will have to do. It's also including the pignator, so the basis will just replace the files so that we can include all that. So let's wait for it to finish loading. That's the dashboard file, then test it. So it's just few things we need to include in there. Let's not protect it, but if you want to protect it, that will be the next step, to put the login so that we can actually protect it. So let's do the let's update whatever that needs to be updated here. So we just need to go to accounts, then we need the views dashboard.py in the accounts. So let's copy this and then go back to here, Sublime text, right? Then inside the accounts, we must have another file, new file. Then let's save that file as save as, right, views, right. We want to call it views dashboard.py. So views underscore dashboard .py. You need to be very circumspect to details when you're using AI, because any slight mistake on naming the file, stuff like that, can definitely result into an error, which is going to be very difficult to debug. So now we want to save this in the what? In the accounts, not in accounts templates. We need to roll back again a little bit to accounts, where there is this template folder. So we need to go to desktop, then go to website, so that we can navigate to that. Then my website, then accounts. So inside here, in the accounts, let's make sure in the accounts folder. So we are in the accounts folder now. We need to save this inside the accounts folder. So we have dashboard.py, which is fine. So what's next? What's next is pasting the code, and then click save as, and then save as views to by dashboard, replace it, which is fine. And the other thing that we want to do, we need to add URL. So in the accounts, we have this for index, so we can just copy this path. We're not going to copy everything. That's the only added in line. So we go to URLs in accounts, so we just need to click enter here, Control V to paste that. Make sure that there is a equal space here, because Python has issues of indentation. So this path should be in the same file. Then the last step is just to put the dashboard the template for the dashboard. So we'll just put it exactly where there is other file, and it's dashboard.html. So we can just go back and then click new file. Then this one is for dashboard, so we can just go with save as, right. Then we need to navigate to accounts, then templates, then accounts, then save inside here. Then it should be dashboard .ht, yeah, dashboard.html, and then let's save that. Right, let's paste the code, Control V, really detailed, which is something that could take even in pro programmers hours and hours of coding. Like me, I could require something like 3 hours to code this. So let's save this part, save as, so that it can save to the entire source. Then click OK, then it's saved. If you want to check how it looks like so far, but it will have some codes that will be showing, man. But if you want to have a look on how it looks like so far, you can just open it in browser here. But this is how it's gonna look like, which is fine. It's just because I have not opened it, run it as per server, so it will be having all this, which is the values that it must bring back. So but basically it's looking good. Let's close that part. So now let's get back to here. So we have done that, the whole of that part. Then let's test it. That is, we must include dashboard, but let's we must just include dashboard, then we'll see in our what. So since our server is running, let's not worry about running it again. Let's just get back to here, and then here, and then here we must just put slash dashboard slash dashboard, just like this, and the server, it's a boom, it's done. So as you can see now, we have everything looking professional. So when you click add the student here, you can just put a name. Let's say Robert James, then James at gmail.com. Then phone number, let's just put any. Then address, let's just put same address here, and then click OK. Then you can see James has been successfully registered. Right, so if you put slash here and then put not admin dashboard, we have not yet protected it, but if we put a login, we can protect it. You can see Robert James has been successfully added. Right, so we have something that we have put like search students. If you search students like Robert, right, search, you can see that it's only Robert. So working perfectly, working fine, super easy and nice, and everything looking good. So this is basically how you can do it. So in the next video, I recommend you guys to subscribe, please. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can deploy this, right, in cPanel. I'll show you all the steps so that it can be live. So my idea here is to show you exactly what you can do from planning, right, implementation and deployment, so that you can do everything. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe, please, so that I can keep on doing these videos. Okay, thank you.